Today is January 30th, 2021. My name is Charles Suter. Today I'm presenting Instant Wisdom Part 2. My main message is wisdom is often expressed with idiomatic phrases. When you can succinctly state in the right words at the right time, people will think you wise. So learn and memorize a few polysemy idiomatic phrases, and you can bring instant clarity to ambiguous situations and resolve indecision regarding what is the appropriate action. This presentation will present 3 more common polysemy idiomatic phrases that you can begin using immediately for the benefit of yourself and others. The first idiomatic phrase is no means no. However, sometimes no is considered to be negotiable, but sometimes it's really not. In business, no means not now, I'm still not convinced, or tell me more. However, when a woman says it in a firm, non-negotiable way, no means stop to any further, especially sexual advances. The word yes and no are at opposite ends of the spectrum between acceptance and rejection. Only the word maybe falls in between. The English language has few qualifying words responding to a question or an offer other than these 3. If a person responds with a yes to a proposition, the matter is settled. If the answer is maybe, it commonly means, tell me more, as I'm uncertain, implying the willingness to be persuaded if the offer is made more enticing. If the answer is no, then the firmness or resolve of that response falls into a very gray area. Many people consider a soft no to mean the other party requires more convincing to turn the no into a maybe, and perhaps even leading to a yes. With the onset of the Me Too movement, women have begun to fight back against men in power who attempt to take advantage of women with their authority. So when a woman says no means no, she is asserting her right not to be intimidated in doing something she doesn't want to do. So back off. Idiomatic phrase number 2. A deal is a deal. It's common practice to finalize a deal with a contract. A finalized deal defines each party's rights and obligations. A deal cannot be broken without just cause and acceptance by the other party. When people do make a deal and put the terms into an agreement, they have in effect made a commitment to comply with the deal. If at a later time one party wants to back out, there better be a good and legally defensible reason. Otherwise, if the other party stands to take a loss from the lack of follow-through, they could demand compensation for what they expected to gain from the deal. The aggrieved party is likely to demand that the terms of the deal be honored, or for the party who wants to quit the deal to make another better offer. Idiomatic phrase number 3. If you're able to respond, you are response-able. People are held responsible for their own plight if they fail to help themselves. If a person can respond to a situation and fails to do so, they are responsible. Ability to respond is the key criteria for being responsible. Some people are quick to blame others and deny responsibility for their failure to provide for and take care of their own interests. Fault, liability, and accountability is often linked to whether a person had a responsibility to carry out some action but failed to do so. Without resorting to the legal term, a key test of responsibility is simply whether a person was able to respond when a response was clearly demanded, and instead, for whatever reason, chose not to respond appropriately. A person who can respond becomes responsible for taking the socially right action. My final message is wisdom is knowing what to do with what you know, but if you don't follow through with what you know, then the question begs, do you really know? Wisdom is more than just knowing wise idiomatic phrases. You must know what to do with what you know and actually apply it. You will be considered wise only if you remember and apply encapsulated wisdom, developed by some pretty wise people from the past. The more these polysemy idiomatic phrases you master and make a part of your daily life, the more readily this wisdom can guide you to taking or advising wise action to yourself and others. That's all for now. Remember to stay positive. You'll be happier, healthier, and live longer.